Greenville, South Carolina, at the headquarters of Upstate Forever, I'm visiting with Rick Huffman, an environmental designer with Earth Designs, who helped this site achieve LEED Platinum status. How do you go about making the garden contribute to that magnificent goal?
Well, it's not as difficult as you might think. We kind of go through the process of understanding the site and the site constraints, and then looking at what plant communities that we think that can best fit this site, that can be low maintenance, water efficient, and help conserve energy for the building as well. So.
And right here we have an example of what you think is important, plant communities. Expand on that a little bit.
Well, plant communities are kind of like people. They live in an environment where they live with an environmental niche, with the right amount of light, the right amount of moisture, and so when you get very open conditions, you've got early successional type thing. When you've got a forested or a shady condition, you've got a late succession type habitat.
And this is an early succession, and what are some of the plants that you've incorporated?
Well, this is early successional, so what we tried to incorporate here is a diverse mix of things. So some of the things that we have here are coreopsis, lance leaf coreopsis there. We've got pink muley grass, we've got ironweed, and so we've got purple coneflower. So we've got a whole host of these sun-loving things. We've got some phlox, and probably my most proudest achievement is we have Indian grass on Pettigrew Street in Greenville, South Carolina. So that's a kind of a thing, kind of a coup that not many people know about.
And the area that we're standing on, everything is mulched, and I think that's to probably help with water quality, another issue.
Well, that's right. It helps conserve water, and again, everything we design here is try to get the LEED credits that we need to go for is all about water efficiency, how we handle storm water, how we conserve water, and those are credits that we get through the LEED rating system. So the mulch is just one part of that. Another part of that is the rocks that we incorporated in here, as they help, absorb heat, reflect that back, and they also help hold some of the moisture around the ground as well.
At the entrance to the house, there's some design features that helped with the LEED certification. Tell me about those.
Well, we have a pervious paving system there that helps let that water filtrate down and through, and again helps us with our stormwater runoff, which is again part of our LEED credit that we wanted to get. And also we have recycled material over there, recycled bricks that were from the home when it was deconstructed before it was reconstructed. So we reuse those bricks in a really creative way, again to let the water perk down and through, with the whole goal is let as much groundwater recharge happen as we possibly can.
And there's a darling little pool over there that not only feeds waters the birds, but I think there's something special that happens there in the springtime.
Yes. That little what we call ephemeral pool there has a little plant in it called elf or pine, or the Latin name is Sedum smallii. And it lives on granitic outcrops.
Like 40-acre rock.
Like 40-acre rock. And so it's a little small, tiny plant. It only flowers for a short time. And so just coming up the steps right there, it's a nice feature. And not many people would know what it is but me, but I find it cute. So.
As we walk around the house, we move into a different plant community. And tell us what the plants are and what community that represents, please.
Well, again, we talked about early succession being here. If we move around the house here, what we'll see is more shady conditions, so that's more late successional type things. So in that late successional thing, we have, from a herbaceous standpoint, what we have is lots of green and gold, spiderworts, glorious Indian pinks. You'll see the Indian pinks are great. We've got lots of nice shrubs like native azaleas and sweet shrubs and those type of things out there that are also very attractive.
In the backyard, you've got some things that aren't native. You've got some beautiful hostas and things. And so you don't feel that we have to be all one way or another, that there's a way for us to incorporate materials from many places.
That's exactly right. Well, it's always achieving a balance. Putting the right plant in the right space for the right reasons to create the right form, to create the right fragrance at the right time of year. So whether it's native or non-native, we want to just make the right choices there and design people's spaces. And so we're designing for nature, with nature, but we're also designing for people. And that's just a way of bringing that out. So.
Rick, I want to thank you so much for letting us visit and sharing ideas with you. And if people would like to know more about this type of landscaping, how can they find out?
Well, they can find out about us through Earth Design. We have a website, it's www.earthdesignsc.com. Or we also have a Facebook account, Earth Design Inc. And our phone number is 864-898-1221.
I want to thank you for all you've done to promote sustainable landscaping in South Carolina. We've enjoyed our visit.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoyed it.